Hey everybody, how's it going? I had a pretty good round with tier 8 dogs earlier today and thought I would make a quick video. Good rounds with dogs are hard to come by in my opinion. Overall, they're not in a great spot, especially tier 9 and 10, so I've been playing tier 8 dogs as you see here. Their speed is a little bit better relative to other units, especially ranged. They can compete and actually have a chance at running down ranged, and a lot of the other counters and things that work against them, which is almost everything, aren't as strong. And give you a fighting chance at tier 8 while not having to play, say, tier 5 and deal with really inexperienced players. So, without any further ado, here we go. On Oasis, as you guys can see, following the elephants. Dogs complement elephants well because they're a counter to elephants' counters, which pikes is the number one, jabs, and somewhat archers. Dogs don't do well against archers, but jabs and pikes, especially, dogs can do very well against. So, came up here, run the jabs off, elephants running away. Buy the elephants some time to get away, and we go ahead and escape. I like to take my jabs here because I have a couple different angles, and if I run into a situation, primarily against archers or slingers, I can come down the hill, range loses line of sight, and I can get away, while at the same time surprising somebody with the dogs coming around the corner. For the next few minutes, not a whole lot going on. Playing dogs a lot the last week or so, and I've been doing a lot of kind of hiding, waiting to pick my spot, because with dogs, along with a lot of barbarian units, you really only get one shot to make a run at something, and if it doesn't work out, you're going to go down in flames because of their low missile block and low armor. I hang out in the grass, just hide, kind of checking everything out, seeing if there's pikes or spears I can make a run at. Those are things you want to prioritize. Elephants are over here, fighting ranged, and Falksman. Thought about getting in on the elephants. Dogs can do a little bit of damage to elephants, more so wanted to distract them, make them fight my dogs so the elephants could do some more damage before turn into an elephant versus elephant fight. After thinking about it a little more, I realized it's not a situation I want to get into. They got sight on me from the middle. Alistair here is a really good archer player. Usually plays tier 10. Got him in his party. These guys here drop down to tier 8. Here he's clearly rapid advancing and dashing, trying to close the distance and get a barrage off on me. So I use my Fury Charge to escape. I'm right on the edge of his range. As Artie starts firing on him, he decides to get out of there. So I've gone, 6 minutes and I haven't really fought anything yet, but I'm in pretty good shape health-wise, and there's some possibilities. Jabs, archers over here, artillery back there for me to still do some damage. So elephants are such a huge part of the match. They have such a big impact. You want to try to help them or take out the enemy elephants if you get an opportunity. Here I decided to come help the elephants with the javelins because I know the elephants can take out the swords, so it's my job to get these javelins. I send one unit of dogs over here, just in case the cav that was back here earlier is trying to get a run at me. Those dogs will intercept. I'll slow it down here. But that's the cav. They ended up going the other way. They could have come this way and made a run at my dog handlers, which have terrible charge deflect. I send 2 dogs around here, hoping at least one will track the jabs. I got pretty lucky here, really lucky. And both track the jabs instead of 1 or 2 splitting off to the swords. I called the other unit back, and I'm going to release them around the other side. In this case, the jabs came to me, and I was able to charge them with the handlers. Come around the corner. He didn't see me until the last second because no one's got vision on me. But we clean this up. Handlers and the dogs get the jabs. Elephants will pick out these swords pretty easily. I'm going to go ahead and take off. I don't need to sit here and help this guy. There's more important things for me to help out with. So here is the deciding battle of the match. Archers are closing with his party. 2 other guys put fire on the arty. Cavs coming up here. 1 to do some damage, but bigger priority for them was for him to get close enough to get sight on the range, or excuse me, sight on the arty. He's got under 10 units. He had to get pretty close to get sight, so he just sits there and gets sight. For his archer buddy, I sent one dog unit, which is all I need. I don't need to send everybody and risk the chance of getting my dogs nuked by these archers. So the 1 dog unit, able to clear out that cav. Takes away the vision. So he's too late because Lix probably got hunted. The 1 got hunted, so he's going to finish this arty unit. This one will probably take a little bit of some focus fire, but for the most part, could survive. I'm in the grass here. I'm pretty sure I'm hidden still. They know I'm here, but he can't target me other than with the focus fire. So their priority right now is screening elephants and swords and my dogs to get the archers out of trouble. You know, Total War Arena has a heavy archer meta, especially in the higher tiers, tier 8, 9, and 10. So archers, jabs, slingers are gonna decide most matches. So I released a couple dogs just to see where they're gonna run to, keep these guys running around a little bit. Do a pretty good job of getting this blob circled with the dogs so the archers pulling out any direction are going to take some damage, and they do. I get 4,000, 5,000 damage off. I'm going to run through the grass, call my dogs back. Now here, I have Fury up. A lot of players would use Fury right away. I even do this sometimes to close that distance. Excuse me. And then release the dogs. I decided to wait, hold my Fury charge a little bit. I know Alistair, I've played with him before, and along with a lot of good archer players, he's going to try to barrage me at some point here, because he hasn't barraged since he barraged the arty back here, which was definitely over a minute ago. So he's got a charge up ready to go. He tries to split his units a little bit. I'm going to stay together for the most part, get my dogs back. So I'm going to wait for the barrage. I'm going to charge with my Fury charge into the barrage, which will close the distance and also get a huge missile block bonus, which you get with the Fury charge to negate the barrage. So let's see how this plays out. So there it is, barrage, Fury charge. Take some damage, but nowhere near the damage I would have taken without Fury charge. Now I'm gonna release the dogs. The dogs are gonna track here, then they'll move on to here. So I got these 2 units pretty much done. And send my handlers over here. The dogs go there, split with my handlers. I'm able to cover a lot of ground with dogs. Finish off the archer units. We're still down quite a bit, but this is the fight that decided it. That's the pre-made party that we're finishing off. I believe all they had left, yeah, arties and pikes. Excuse me, arty and pikes. Heavy arty alone isn't going to much of a threat. You've got to assume these pikes are guarding the arty, which is a great unit for dogs to fight. So even though we're well down on the scoreboard, this match was pretty much decided right here. As you will see, go ahead and fast forward. Try to send, cover multiple approaches, but the arty can't focus a blob. Turned out there was some slingers in there. Hiding out. This guy's able to finish him off with the tier 8 Carthage swords, which are one of the best units in the game for their tier, at tier 8. The arty's back here. I'm going to swing around, try to stay out of sight. Use the rocks and the elevation changes to avoid getting hit. Send my dogs out. I call them back because the swords are close. I can easily take out the pikes, but not the swords. So I'm trying to stay away from the swords, let this guy and these Romans possibly handle the swords. I don't care as long as they leave me alone. So I'm going to come around to this side where there's one lonesome pike unit over there. So I get my Fury, my Rebellion charge. Pretty much 50 seconds left, so I'm good there. I'm gonna release the dogs. I have Don't have ambush activated yet. I'll activate it right before the dogs engage, which makes them immune to any strikes he may have. And he's a Leonidas player, so that's Shield Bash. And Phalanx Thrust is the other one. So as long as I have ambush activated per the patch a few patches ago, dogs are immune to strikes, which means he cannot Shield Bash and go into Phalanx. So the dogs are doing damage. He's wisely trying to make contact with my handlers to take me out of ambush. Excuse me. Shield Bash me and then go into Pike Phalanx. But I know what he's trying to do, so I'm able to stay away. Now, most of my dogs are fairly depleted. Since he's not in Phalanx and can't get into Phalanx because the dogs are making constant contact with him, I send a handler unit in. I'm still cycling my Rebellion to keep it active. I will send in one more unit, I believe. He's trying to pull through and make contact with the handlers with this other unit. Same thing. And basically, as long as I have one handler unit in ambush, not in combat, that has dogs alive, I'll be able to keep all his units from shield bashing and going to Phalanx. What I do here, charge with another handler unit. Like I said, as long as 3 here, my 3rd unit has got dogs active in the fight, he's not going to be able to get into Pike Phalanx. And he disconnects because he's pretty frustrated that he can't really do anything. And that's it. Wrap this one up. That was pretty fun against at least 4 players, pretty skilled players that I know are from high tier matches, tier 10 matches. And it worked out. These dog matches don't work out very often. I thought I'd make a video. Hope you guys got some out of it. Take care. Peace.